Hello, in this video I'll be going over another question you might find on the SAT math portion. So what we have here is a sample of maple wood has a density of 683 kilograms per cubic meter. If the sample is a cylinder with a diameter of 1.2 meters and a height of 0.9 meters, what is the mass of the maple sample in kilograms? So the first thing I like to do when I see a math question like this is kind of write out what the problem gives us and what the problem is looking for. So in this question, we have a maple wood sample has a density of 683 kilograms per cubic meter. So we can write down our density is 683 kilograms and then per meter cubed. And we have a cylinder shape with a diameter, so a diameter of 1.2 meters and a height of 0.9 meters. And what is the mass of the maple sample in kilograms? So what we're looking for is our mass. So knowing that we have density given to us, and we have our diameter and our height of a cylinder, we need to, one of the formulas that you'll probably want to memorize for the SAT is going to be our mass formula. So mass is going to be equal to density times volume. So over here on our right here is all the equations that you'll be given on the SAT math portion. So what we have here is we do have a volume formula of a cylinder. So we see here that its volume is equal to pi times radius squared times our height. So we are given the diameter of our cylinder, which is 1.2, and we know that our radius is just equal to the diameter divided by 2, so because it's half of our diameter. So what we can write down here is we have our radius is going to be equal to 1.2 meters divided by 2, which is going to be 0.6 meters. And we can figure out what our volume is so that we can eventually multiply it by our density and get our mass answer. So our volume of a cylinder, we're going to have pi times our radius squared, 0.6 meters squared, and then times our height of 0.9 meters. And I always like to make sure that I include the units in our equation so that we can make sure that the units will match up to get kilograms at the end. That's how we can kind of fact check ourselves to make sure that we're getting the right answer. So we'll have pi times 0.36 meters squared times 0.9 meters. And you can go ahead and put that into the calculator and it will give you a value of 1.018 after rounding up. And then we have meter squared times meter will be meters cubed. So always try to put that pi value in as the pi function on your calculator to try to get the most accurate answer. So now that we have the volume, we have the densities given to us, we can do our mass equation. So we have mass is equal to our density of 683 kilograms over meters cubed times our volume of 1.018 meters cubed. Our meters cubed will cancel out, leaving us with kilograms, which is perfect because that's what it's asking for. And we'll get an answer that is roughly approximately 695.2 kilograms. And the rounding is kind of depends on what you did for your pi value and, you know, significant figures and stuff like that. So we get our answer of 695.2 kilograms, which is B, and that's our final answer. So again, try to memorize these equations to help you out a little bit, and then also try to memorize this mass equation so that you can try to do the problems quicker to make sure that you give yourself plenty of time on the test. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Thank you.